Hare Krishna, everyone. So, thank you very much for joining. So, first of all, I would like to thank all of you for joining on a Sunday evening for this wonderful program that the devotees have arranged. So, let me tell you, today's topic is going to be the importance of chanting holy names of Krishna. And we will also see what are the scriptural benefits or what are the scriptural validations of the quotes, or what is the benefit that we are going to get by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, by chanting the names of Krishna, what benefits we are going to get. We will see that. And we will also see some practical tips and practical ways how to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So is everybody comfortable with English? Is it okay if I can proceed with English? Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. So first of all, let's begin with a story, okay? So once upon a time there was a kingdom. In that kingdom, there were some devotees, just like these devotees. They were trying to do some worship of Krishna. So they wrote the names of Krishna on various leaves, okay? And they were keeping that leaves for offering to Krishna. Somehow by mistake that leaf went to a cow, okay? Cow started eating that leaf on which the name of Krishna was written. And somehow magically that cow started to chant the names of Krishna. And when the cow started to chant the names of Krishna, the person who was owner of the cow, he got scared and he left it in the forest. He thought, oh my God, what is this cow? Something is wrong with this cow. So at that point of time, that cow was taken over by someone else, and then later that person sold it to another merchant, that cow. And that merchant took that cow. And then that cow was still chanting the names of Krishna every day. And it was giving nice milk, very fragrant milk. The milk taste, everything has changed now because it's chanting the names of Krishna. And then this milk, this merchant started to sell, and everybody started to feel that there is something like medicinal milk, something special. And he became very famous also. And this news went till the king. Because the king was, his daughter was sick. And the Rajvaidya said that she will die. There's no chance that she will live. So then they heard that, okay, there is some magical cow which chants the names of Krishna. Let us take the milk of that cow and see what happens. And then they call this person and then say, we have heard that your cow is very special. Can we get some milk? And I said, okay, sure. Then they get some milk and then they give it to the princess. And the princess gets cured of the deadly disease. And the king becomes very happy. Right? King becomes very happy and the king says, can you give this cow to me? I want the cow. I like the cow. It's a very special cow. Very specially it's chanting. It's giving some medicinal milk. And I said, okay, but I can give you, but my problem is that that's the only way of living for me. The king said, okay, you can take this. And he gave very nice amount of money compensation and then he took the cow. So and then slowly the milk that was coming from that cow was being given to the king. And then who are the ministers used to come? The ministers also, they used to take a little bit of milk of that cow. And the ministers, there was a transformation in the mind of the king. Transformation in the ministers. And the transformation, because of that transformation, slowly they started implementing some nice policies. They started making some people-friendly policies. They started building some nice temples. And the whole population of the state, that complete state, started chanting the names of Krishna. So such a wonderful thing. Today we are all assembled here to discuss about the power of the holy names of Krishna, because this is the most powerful thing. I mean, to explain the glories of the holy names of Krishna, it is not possible even for Ananta Shesha, who is having infinite hood-head snake. He cannot also tell the glories of chanting of the Lord Krishna. It's so special. Very special. So we will see some nice stories today. We will see some scriptural references today. We'll see why we should chant. What's the benefit of chanting? All of that we will start. Okay, so it's a very interesting session. So let's start with the power of the holy name. What is so great about this holy name of Krishna. So let us start with the first thing here, that what does Bhagavad Gita say about chanting of Hare Krishna or chanting about Krishna? Do you know? We have completed Bhagavad Gita, right? 18 chapters. So do you remember any verses from Bhagavad Gita which says about importance of chanting the names of God? Anybody remembers? By any chance?
It's already popular.
Yeah, but I closed it again. So, you want to try? Yeah, no problem, you can repeat it.
Satatam kirtayanto.
Yes.
Yatantascha dridhavrata.
Yes, that's nice. So Lord Krishna is saying in the chapter number 9, the most confidential knowledge. Chapter number 9 is the most confidential knowledge. That means very secretive knowledge. Okay, repeat after me. Satatam kirtayanto mam.
Satatam kirtayanto mam.
Yatantascha dridhavrataha.
Yatantascha dridhavrataha.
Namasyantascha mam bhaktya.
Namasyantascha mam bhaktya.
Nityayukta upasate.
Nityayukta upasate.
Lord Krishna is saying something here. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. So Lord Krishna is praising those people who are doing kirtan. Satatam kirtayanto mam, means always chanting my names. And they are called as Mahatma. They are very, very great people, Krishna is saying. Let's see some more references from Bhagavad Gita, because we just now finished Bhagavad Gita. Here is a very important verse. 10th chapter. Right? The opulence of the absolute. The opulence of the absolute. Vibhuti Yoga. 10th chapter. What is that? Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. Of sacrifices, I am chanting of the holy names. Japa. What does that mean? It means there are multiple types of sacrifices. Am I right? So how do you do sacrifice? There is a fire. Sacrificial fire altar. And then you will chant mantras. Then Purohit will say Swaha, 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 like that. Earlier days they used to do, now there is no sacrifice now. Am I right? There is no sacrifice. Only sacrifice is our vehicles, 4-wheelers. The smoke coming from the 4-wheelers, 2-wheelers, that is only the sacrifice, petrol sacrifice. But there are no sacrifices that are going on right now. But then Lord Krishna is saying that everybody must compulsorily do sacrifice. Compulsory. Yajnatat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. If you don't do fire sacrifice, you will be under bondage. It's not good at all. Compulsory. Our Vedas are telling. And how do you do practically in Kali Yuga? How can you do fire sacrifice? Is it possible? It is not possible. It is not possible. So the practical way is Japa Yajna. Japa means what? Japa means chanting. Japa means chanting. So, can everybody do this yajna? Yes or no?
Yes.
Everybody can do this yajna. How much is the cost for performing this yajna? There is no cost. Absolutely no cost. Free. Anybody can do. Anytime, anywhere. Simply you have to chant. I mean, at least you should just have the vocal cord to chant. Right? As long as we are having the vocal cord to chant, we must utilize it for chanting. So, yajnana japa yajnas. Let's see the next verse. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is a very, very beautiful verse. It says, Apana samsritam ghoram yannama vivashogrunan tadas sadyo vimuccheta yad vibedit swayam bhayam. Yeah, anybody want to read the translation?
Who are entangled in the complicated meshes of birth and death can be freed immediately by even consciously chanting the even unconsciously chanting the holy name of the Krishna, which is feared by fear personified.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Haribol. Beautiful, beautiful verse. Just see what it says. Even if you unconsciously chant the names of Krishna, That is sometimes, jokingly. Sometimes by unconsciously, you don't even know why you said Krishna. Just for fun you said Krishna. Sometimes we say for fun. In the south they say, Govinda, Govinda. It's finished. You cheated. Something happened. Govinda, ho gaya. So even unconsciously, without knowing, jokingly, if you chant also, what happens? What is the benefit of chanting the names of Krishna? Who are entangled in the complicated meshes of birth and death can be freed immediately. You never know. Even when you said jokingly, you said something like Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, something, kuch bhi. Said the names of God. You're getting liberation. And then these names of Krishna, Yad Bibeti Swayam Bhayam. The fear personified gets fearful. If there is a person called fear, right, who is making us scared, fear personified becomes fearful. Yad Bibeti Swayam Bhayam. Fear itself becomes fearful. So whenever you become fearful, what you should do? Chant the names Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So who chanted like that? Can you think of an example who became very fearful and then chanted suddenly? Can you remember some example? Huh? Valmiki. Okay. Any example of Mahabharata? Somebody who became very scared and chanted. Who became very scared, who became very fearful and then, chanted the names of God? Draupadi. Draupadi was under great danger. Right? She was under the assembly, the vicious assembly. She was about to be disrowned by Dushasana. Then she lifted her hands and chanted the names of God. Right? So that is the greatness of the power of name of God. Let us see some more verses. Very, very wonderful. It's a very, very beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, how many of you have watched the movie Kalki? Anybody? No? Okay, good. And everybody are like good devotees. That's Hare Krishna. So right now, which yuga are we in? Which yuga are we in? Kali Yuga. So what is the speciality of Kali Yuga? Can anybody tell me? What is the speciality?
The form of Kali.
Huh?
Form of Kali.
Form of Kali. Is it good or bad?
Good.
It's good. Kali. It's not Kali. It's Kali. There's a difference between Kali. Mother Kali is different. She's called as, you're talking about Kali. Kali Purush. Kali means quarrel. Fighting. Who likes fighting here? Anybody? Nobody likes fighting. But then you see, right now we are in Kali Yuga. It's not very difficult to pick up a fight. Do you agree? So you're on the streets and then you just talk to the auto driver and you just say that, no, I'm not going to pay you as much as you're going to say. And then there's going to be a fight starting. Am I right? So always there's a fight. Kali. Kali means fight. Age of quarrel, everybody is fighting here. There's one speciality about this age of Kali. We will see that. Kaler dosha nidhe rajan. Repeat. Asti eko mahan gunaha. Kirtana deva Krishnasya. Mukta sangha param brajet. Here, Shukadeva Goswami is telling to Parikshit Maharaj, my dear king, although Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults, Kaler dosha nidhe rajan. Ocean of faults. So many faults are there here. If you have to find defects, you can find so many defects. If you have to find some scams, it's very easy to find. 2G scam, 3G scam, 4G scam, 5G scam, everything is a scam. Corruption for everything. Birth certificate, registration, death certificate, marriage certificate, corruption. Agreed? Ocean of faults. Ocean of faults. Everything is faulty. But there is a wonderful, wonderful thing about Kali Yuga. People, the sages of Krita Yuga, Satya Yuga, they pray. Oh my God, please, please, please make me born in Kali Yuga. Can you believe that? They pray that they want to be born in Kali Yuga. All the demigods also pray that they want to be born in Kali Yuga. Why? This is the reason. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That is Krishna Sankirtan. What happens? Free from material bondage and promoted to the transcendental kingdom. Very easy. If you have to do the same thing In Satya Yuga, you have to go for 10,000 years of meditation. People will live for 1 lakh years at that time. So 10,000 years you have to go for tapasya. Who wants to go tapasya to Himalayas for 10,000 years? Anybody ready here? We have a package, 10,000 years package. We will send you there. Okay. So, but then in Kali Yuga, you don't need to take so much of tension. It's very easy. Just have to chant the Hare Krishna Maha mantra. Let's see more things. Now, this is a very, very beautiful verse from Padma Purana, which says, Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatvan Nama Namino. You know what that means? Nama Chintamani Krishna. Chintamani Nama. Krishna Nama is Chintamani. Chintamani means touchstone. Whatever you ask, it will give you. Whatever you want, you will get from Chintamani. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. It is a reservoir of pleasure. There is so much of pleasure in these 2 syllables. Only 2 syllables. Krishna. 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 Krish means material world. Na means liberation. Liberation from material world. Krishna. 2 letters. When you chant the names of Krishna, you know what happens? Lord Krishna and Radharani, they dance on the tongue. So on the tongue of the person who is chanting these names of Krishna, Radharani and Krishna are dancing on the tongue of the person who is chanting. So it's a very wonderful thing. Another important thing here is Abhinnatvam Nama Namino. Abhinnatvam Nama Namino. You know what that means? Let us say if you are thirsty, you are very thirsty. I won't give you water, but I will tell just chant water, water, water. Will your thirst be gone? Will your thirst be gone? If you chant water, 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 will thirst be gone? No. Because the name water is different from actual water. Right? But here it is said Abhinnatvan Nama Namino. Means there is no difference between the name of Krishna and Krishna himself. That means as long as you are chanting the names of Krishna, Krishna is here right now. So there's a verse which says that Lord Krishna is not present in the Vaikuntha. Naham tishtami Vaikunte. Krishna is not there in Vaikuntha. Nor he is in the hearts of the yogis. Where is he? Yatra gayanti mad bhakta tatra tishtami narada. Where my devotees are singing my names, there I am present. So if you sing lovingly Krishna's name, Krishna is present here. He is not present in the Vaikuntha. He is not present in the hearts of the great yogis. He is present right here. So let's all chant once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My Guru Maharaj says, do you know how to chant the names? There is a special technique of chanting. Do you know how to chant? I'll tell you one special technique. So just like how a small child, there's a small baby. Let's just imagine you are a small baby now. Hungry for milk. Your only food is mother's milk. Now unless you are going to cry loudly, your mother is not going to feed you. Then how will you loudly cry? Can anybody show me how you will cry loudly? Show me some demonstration. Yeah, somebody? Anybody wants to try? Ah! Mama! So like that you should chant very loudly. With your heart, you should chant very loudly Hare Krishna. That you know Krishna, as if you are in a small baby is crying for milk like that, you should cry. For the sake of mother. Then Krishna will see. Then Krishna will come. So let us see some more interesting things. Some scriptural basis of this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So what is this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? What is this Krishna Nama, Rama Nama, specialty of this Krishna Nama, Rama Nama, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? We will see all of that. Rama Nama, Krishna Nama. 2 names are there. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, how many names are there? Anybody can count and tell? 16 names. How many unique names are there?
2.
What are the names?
Rama and Krishna.
And Hare. Hare, Rama and Krishna. Right? So we all know the name, importance of Lord Ramchandra, Rama Nama. right? Ramanama says there's no other way than chanting the names of Lord Rama to get liberation. Am I right? Is there any other way? Is there any other way to get liberation other than chanting the names of Lord Rama? There's no other way. There's only one. That's why it's called as Taraka Nama. Taraka Nama means what? Taraka Brahma. Taraka Brahma means it liberates you. Lord Ramanama's name liberates you. Let's see. There's a very famous song, right? Very famous shloka quoted. Anybody knows that? Lord Shiva says? Yeah. Loudly. Please tell me loud. Thank you. Says Rama 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 iti Rame Rame Manorame. See Rama, how many times it has come? 6 times. Sahasra Nama Tatulyam. Rama Nama Varanani. Again, another one more. 7 times Rama has come. Rama at least. Okay. Rame Rame. Rame Rame Manorame. Right. So Lord Shiva is telling to Parvati Devi, Durga Devi. So Lord Shiva is giving Upadesh to Parvati. When Parvati Devi asked, what name should I chant? Which japa should I do? He said, oh Varanana, oh one with a beautiful face, I chant the holy names of Lord Ram. Ram, Ram, Ram. And thus enjoy this beautiful sound. The holy name of Ramchandra is equal to 1000 holy names of Lord Vishnu. If you chant one name of Lord Rama, it is equivalent of chanting the entire Vishnu Sahasranama once. So that's a beautiful thing. Now we saw about the Ram Nam. That means if you just say Ra and Ma. So every time whenever you say Ra, and he said that Lord Shiva just intensely hears. What is he going to say next? What is he going to say next? What is he going to say? And when you say Ma, he becomes very pleased. You say Ra, and then if you say something else, so he's not going to be pleased. Ra, Ma. Right? Very beautiful. So this Rama actually refers to the absolute truth. There's a very beautiful verse in the Padma Purana which says that this Ramanama is actually Ramante Yoginam Anante Satyananda Chidatmani Iti Rama Padan Esau Parabrahma Vidiyate. That means it is indicating absolute truth, Rama. Absolute truth, the Supreme Brahman, Parabrahman, all the yogis are enjoying unlimited enjoyment, spiritual enjoyment. The spiritual enjoyment yogis are getting. That happiness, everything is coming from Rama. That happiness is Rama. That Parabrahman is Rama. That absolute truth is Rama. That is the greatness of the name of Rama. That is Ramana. Now let us see the greatness of Krishna Nama. The pious results derived from chanting the holy names of Vishnu 3 times, 1000 holy names of Vishnu 3 times can be attained only by one utterance of the holy name of Krishna. Brahmanda Purana. Now there is a competition. See, Ramanama, Krishna Nama competition. Ramanama, how many times did I say? 1000. Now Krishna Nama?
3 times Ramanama.
3 times. 3000. 1000, 3000. So we have to do calculation now. One Rama and one Krishna. 4000. So when we say Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, how many Rama, how many Krishna?
16.
How many times are we saying Rama in Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times, right? 8 times? Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. 4 times.
4 times. 4 times.
4 times each, yeah. 4 times Krishna, 4 times Rama. So somebody do the maths now. Who is good at maths?
8 multiply
Yeah.
32,000.
32,000. Is that 32,000? So 32,000 times if you're simply saying Hare Krishna Maha Mantra once. So can we just try that once? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare. That's a beautiful Krishna Nama. Actually, you know the name Krishna is the original name of God. If God has got a name, that name must be Krishna. Ask me why? Why? Because Krishna means Chris. The word Chris is coming from the root word Akarshayati iti Krishna. Akarshayati. Akarshana. You have heard the Akarshana word? Attraction. God is all attractive. That means the person who is the most attractive in the universe is God. Must be God. The most attractive person in the universe is God. That's the definition of God. Does everybody agree to that? The most beautiful, the most attractive personality is God, Krishna. So the Krishna is the original name of God. Original name of God is Krishna. So we have this wonderful Krishna Nama and Rama Nama. Let us see some more things. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. This verse says, Mukti hetu ka taraka haya Rama Nama Krishna Nama paraka hana kare prema dana. You know what it means? Ram Nam if you chant, you will get Mukti. Repeat after me. What do you get? Ram Nam if you chant, you will get
Mukti.
Mukti. If you chant Krishna Nam, do you know what you will get? You know what you will get? Prema. Repeat after me. Prema.
Prema.
You get love. So how many of you would like to get Mukti? Please raise your hands. Just look, who wants to get liberated from this material world? Not everybody is interested. You want to be continuing here? Okay, I'll ask in the opposite way. Who wants to be born again? Please raise your hands. Okay, that's nice. There's some people still. Okay, fine. I'll ask this. How many of you want to join LKG again? How many of you want to write the 10th exam again? What happened suddenly? How many of you want to write the CET exam again? Go through the pressure again. So if you want liberation, Mukti. Mukti means liberation. Means no more coming back to this material world. If you don't want to be born again, then chant the names of Lord Rama. If you want the love of Krishna, if you want the love of God, if you want bhakti, prema, then chant the names of Krishna. Then if you chant both, what will happen? And you get love both. So 1 plus 1, free. 1 plus 1, combo offer. Right? Combo offer. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is a combo offer because it has both the Krishna Nama and Rama Nama. Now, this is the main Upanishad from where this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra has been taken. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti shodashakam nam kalim kalpasanam nata paratarupaya sarva vedeshu drishyate. Can we read the translation?
The 16 names of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Destroy all the inauspiciousness of the age of Kali. This is the conclusion of all the Vedas. Kali Santarna Upanishad from Krishna age of Vedas.
So this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is coming from this Upanishad called Kali Santarana Upanishad. Repeat after me. Kali Santarana Upanishad. So in that it is said, Nata Parataropaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. You know what that means? There is no other way in Kali Yuga. This is the only way. Nata Parataropaya. There is no other way in the Vedas. In the entire Vedas. Who is telling? Lord Brahma is telling to Narada. Lord Brahma is the master of all the Vedas. All the 4 Vedas he is reciting actually. In the material world he recites the Vedas. He is telling, I have read all the Vedas. There is no better mantra than this. Nata Parataropaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. I have seen all the Vedas. Not there. It's the best one. I'll tell you a nice story, okay? How many of you heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Yes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was a small baby, he used to be crying very loudly. So all the ladies used to come together and to make him silent, they used to chant the names of Krishna. So when they chant the names of Krishna loudly, he'll become silent. And again after some time, he'll start crying. Again they'll chant the names of Krishna, he'll become silent. Again he'll start crying. Like that, he was making everybody chant the names of Krishna even when he was a small baby, just born baby. And I'll tell you one very interesting story. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was going through the forest of Jharkhand. Anybody has been through Jharkhand here? Anybody from Jharkhand? Or anybody been to Jharkhand? Heard of Jharkhand forest? The forest of Jharikanda. It was called Jharikanda at that time. Jharikand, 500 years ago, the forest now is also there, but it's like very dense forest. Lot of wild animals are there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to go through that forest to Vrindavan. Okay, so then he went through the forest. Then he saw that there are some wild animals. He saw some elephants. He saw some snakes. He saw some tigers. He saw some lions. He saw some lions and he saw some deers and everything. Then he took some water. He sprinkled on that. He said, chant the names of Krishna. And the animals started to chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The elephant started to chant the names of Krishna. The tiger started to chant the names of Krishna. The lion and the deer, they are chanting and they are, they're hugging each other. Did you anytime see tiger and a deer hugging each other? They're hugging each other and chanting the names of Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he could make even the animals also chant the names of Krishna. So that was the speciality of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? So now we will see something interesting. What are the benefits of chanting? So okay, this is all fine, but what are the benefits? So how am I going to benefit? What is the difference that is going to make in my life? Okay, what is the difference that it is going to make to our life? Let's see some of the benefits. So first of all, it increases your self-discipline and willpower. Willpower. How many of you agree that if we have self-discipline and willpower, we can achieve anything in life? Do you all agree?
Yes.
Yes. That is the only thing lacking in us. Don't you agree? What is lacking? We have got everything. We have got information. We have got everything with us. All facilities, resources, everything is there. But something is lacking. What is that? Willpower and self-discipline. Starting on time, finishing on time, ending on time, starting something, completing it. Willpower to continue, go through. Everybody starts. I mean, how many of you take up resolutions on the new year and then leave it? Happens, right? We take up some resolution during the new year and then we give it up. Why we are giving it up? Is not there. Discipline is not there. So by chanting the names of God, what happens? Your willpower becomes Druda Vrata. Druda means very strong. You will become very, 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 very strong. So you will not shake. Even anything comes, you will not be shaken. Self-discipline. It teaches you self-discipline and willpower. Let's see some more benefits. Emotional balance and mood regulation. So how many times it happens with us that we go to office and we come back and then there is some disturbance in the office. Maybe the boss scolded us. And then at home we start shouting. Do you know how much difficulty I have at office? And something happens. So we are taking that frustration. There's so much of frustration that happened in the office and then we are taking that out in the house. So emotional balance missing. Right? Suddenly we are becoming very angry. Suddenly we are becoming very calm. Right? Suddenly emotional. Suddenly very stoic. Suddenly we become like stone-hearted. Suddenly we become very soft. A small word is enough to make us feel disturbed. Am I right? So by chanting the names of holy names of Krishna, what happens is you'll get enhanced emotional balance. Mind becomes balanced. It's like a balance, emotional balance. Right? Mood becomes regulated. So that's why it is said that before you go to office, before you start your work at home, finish your chanting. It's like an immunity. It's like, immunity. It's like wearing a helmet. So as soon as you go to the office, you will be ready to face. It's like a shield. Kavach, protection. Because anything can happen in the office, isn't it? Somebody will say, suddenly they'll say something. What happened to you? Why did you not come? Why did you not do this work? Then the whole day your mood is disturbed. I mean, it happens, no? So this mood regulation happens very nicely if you can chant the holy names of God. That's very important. Okay. Let's see some more benefits. Improved ability to deal with life challenges. So if there is one thing that we can teach in schools, one extra subject, I think this should be the subject. How to face life's challenges. Right? Because children today, they don't know how to face the challenges. They're not exposed. What happens is parents, they're overprotective. What parents do? They're like keeping in a very like a glass box. Like in a glass box. You keep them very nicely in a glass box. That's nice. But then suddenly you expose them. When they come to the 10th and 12th, right? When they come to engineering, when they are on their own, they're exposed outside and then they struggle a lot. They're not able to even take a challenge. So for example, I'll tell you some examples. Like somebody is like, let's say somebody is a ranker, a topper in the school. As soon as this guy goes to the college, he sees that there's so many people who are much smarter than me, brighter than me. What happens to that child? He becomes very depressed. He's very surprised because he has never seen that kind of a competition. Or somebody, let's say, somebody coming from some humble background. Right? And then he's seeing that there's so much of competition in the city, right? So many people are speaking so confidently, so much of competition. And suddenly you feel like, I give up, I cannot take this. You know what happens? There's so many children who go to IITs and then they actually give up and come back. They're not able to pass also. They're able to crack IIT JEE, but they're not able to continue. Why? They're not able to deal with the life challenges, right? So especially entrepreneurs, businessmen also, they start some business and business is not working well. They try to end their life because it's not working in their favor. Things are not working in their favor. But the society is like that, the world is like that. How many of you agree that the world is like that? It's very competitive, cutthroat. You can't be like a very soft person and say, I can't handle challenges. You can't be like that. You should be like very roughly trained, just like a military man. And a military man is like every day doing training. So when the real situation comes, he's not like, worried. We become like, very scared of the situation. But the military person is not, because he's every day practicing. Right? He's every day doing. So it's like a everyday art, right? That's why we should chant every day. If you're chanting every day, your mind becoming stronger. It's like if you do karate, kung fu, just imagine. We see that some kung fu players, they hit against the wall also. Did you see anytime? They break a brick also. But if you directly try, don't try. But if you try, your hand may be broken also. But we can see small children, they will say, break. How are they able to do it? Tell me. Practice. Everyday practice. Daily practice they do. They know how to hit. And their hand becomes very strong. Similarly, our mind also is so soft right now. It has to become very strong. We have to train our mind to face the challenges of life. Otherwise, just think about it honestly. Are we really prepared for any kind of challenges in life? At the moment, when everything is running smoothly, we are okay. But if something goes wrong, are we ready? Are we ready for any change? No. Actually, we are not ready. Right? So it's very important. We should chant the names of God. Then you get the improved ability to deal with life's challenge. Because chanting of the holy names of God is Bhakti Yoga. What is it called? Bhakti Yoga. And we all know yoga means what? Yoga means mind control. Yoga means mind control. Right? And it is said Bhakti Yoga is the topmost yoga. Lord Krishna has given multiple yoga systems in Bhagavad Gita. What are they? Anybody can say? Karma Yoga. Second, Jnana Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga. And what is Krishna's conclusion in Bhagavad Gita? Which one is the best? Which one is the best? Bhakti Yoga. Mamcha yo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatitya brahma bhuyaya kalpate. This is Bhakti Yogena sevate. If you want to realize Brahman, you have to do Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga The main principle of Bhakti Yoga is chanting the holy names of Krishna. Bhakti Yoga means chanting the holy names of Krishna. Right? That's the thing. So yoga will improve your mind concentration. Now this is very important. Reduce negative habits and addictions. Do you know the power of a habit? The power of a habit. I'll tell you how powerful a habit is. Just one habit. Only one habit. If let us say if a aeroplane which is starting from New York to Los Angeles, it starts and it just rotates by 1 degree, only 1 degree rotation, and it just keeps going. What happens to that? Will it reach Los Angeles? It will reach some other city. Only 1 degree, even if you are doing 1 degree also it changes. That's why it's so powerful. It's just like this, plastic covers. We say that plastic covers, अरे plastic cover क्या है, चलता है. मेरा एक plastic cover से क्या होने वाला है? Is it not? But then okay, let us say you have a plastic cover, you have a plastic cover, you have a plastic cover. If you put all of this together, for 1 day, it becomes this much. If you make it for 1 month, it becomes this much. If you make the whole locality, it becomes like this out of a room. For the whole year, for the whole city, can you imagine how much big it is? So never underestimate the power of small things. Positive habits, negative habits, both have their own effects. If you have a positive habit, if you can inculcate one single simple positive habit every day, that if you say that okay, I'll start reading a book every day. I'll read only 5 pages per day. Only 5 pages per day. Within 30 days, how many pages you will complete? 150 pages. Within 1 year, how many pages you will complete? 15 into 12. 6 3s are 1800. 1800 pages. 1800 pages means if you think that 300 pages is one book, you would have read 6 books per year. Just by reading 5 pages per day. Means small habit. It only starts with a small habit, right? Just one small leakage in the tank is enough to empty the whole tank. Agree? Savings also, if you have one simple habit of saving just 500 rupees per month also, you can save a lot. In 30 years, it will become 1 crore. 500 rupees per month. Power of small habits. But bad is also the same thing. You can think, "Arey, ye to kuch bhi nahi hai." Everybody does that. This is nothing. Everybody does it. It's okay. Thoda bahut to chalta hai. Negative habits, when they accumulate, what happens over days? I told you, right? Over 1 month, over 1 year, over 10 years, 100 years, it becomes very big, significantly big, enough to cause damage to you. So, if you want to get rid of addictions, negative habits, we should chant the names of God. By chanting the names of God, what happens is positive habits. Naturally, it will start coming inside you. Negative habits will automatically go. You don't have to separately do something, some special efforts for getting rid of the negative habits. All you only have to do is just add this positive habit. Have a positive habit. Negative habit will automatically. You don't have to separately do any effort. That's the speciality of positive habits, like chanting. Positive personality traits. So today we are doing a lot of personality training and a lot of kind of corporate trainings, etc., etc. Schools also, they're doing so many moral education, value education, so much. But despite of all of this, we see that our society lacks some basic personality traits like compassion. How many of you agree that if somebody is on the street, okay, let's say somebody has undergone an accident, how many of you think that people will come and help him? How many people will come and help? Few. They'll think, I have to go. Let him. It's not my business. It's not my problem. I have to go. So basic compassion itself is missing. Kali Yuga. And then nobody has compassion for anybody. That's the reason why we became so hard, isn't it? Why don't we trust anybody? We became so hard-hearted because everybody is like that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Even family members don't care. Brothers don't care. Nobody cares about anybody. You're on your own. No compassion. Compassion is gone. The basic things inside the heart are gone. So if you chant the holy names of Krishna, what happens is you'll get the positive personality traits. You get some positive personality traits like compassion, humility, gratitude. Okay, how many of you like that habit, gratitude, saying thank you? And if somebody has done something for you, you must say thank you, right? Humility, you should be humble. That you might be like a big tree, but you might have you become a big banyan tree now. That's fine. But once upon a time, you were a small sapling. You were a small seed. You started with a small seed, and somebody helped. Somebody put water inside that sapling. Should you not remember that person? Somebody put some water. Somebody helped that sapling grow into the banyan tree today. So we should be thankful for that person, is it not? So we should have thankfulness, gratitude, humility. That okay, I might have grown very big in my life, but my beginning was very humble. I started with something very simple. I'm a simple person. I'm not that I'm a very big person. I have humility. So these kind of qualities you can get by chanting of the holy names of Krishna. Let's see some spiritual benefits. That was a material benefits. Let us see some spiritual benefits of chanting of holy names. So before I go to that, let me tell you one thing. Srila Prabhupada, he was like 69-year-old man, and he was a sannyasi from Vrindavan. Where was he from? Vrindavan. Sannyasi from Vrindavan. And his guru had given him one instruction: go and preach this Krishna consciousness to the entire world. Go and preach this Krishna consciousness to the Western world. So single man, 70-year-old, having 40 rupees in hand, is taking one set of Bhagavatam in his hands. Nothing else is there with him. He goes to America alone, all alone. And he started this movement. Do you know how? So in the Tompkinson's Park. There's a park, very famous park in the New York. So he used to sit down under the tree, and he is only one kartal. Any kartal is there? So how he used to do? We'll do kirtan. Okay, for a couple of things. How Prabhupada used to do? He used to do only one thing. That's it. He did nothing. Only one thing. Repeat after me. After I do. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. So all he did was only chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra like this. And slowly so many boys and girls, they started coming. They started to dance. They started to feel some connection. So they're not even from India. We understand Krishna, Rama, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Everybody knows Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Nobody is there that who doesn't know Rama and Krishna names in India. They don't know anything. Simply Prabhupada is chanting and they're all coming. They're all coming and they're all feeling some happiness. From inside they're feeling happiness. And then they are slowly he started the movement like that. And then today ISKCON has over 700 centers all over the world. Thousands of people who are practicing Krishna consciousness. So it all started with one simple chant, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So let us see some spiritual benefits of this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. What are the benefits of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? So here is the first benefit. There's a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is the Shikshashtakam, which says, Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam Anandambudivardhanam pratipadam amrita swadanam Sarvatmasnaparam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. It's the first line is Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Just imagine a mirror. Let's say I give you a mirror to watch your face. But if the mirror is filled with a lot of dust, a lot of dirt, will you be able to see yourself? Will you be able to see yourself? No. So if you can get a cleansing agent like Colin or something, put it and then nicely wipe it, and then you can see your face very clearly. So similarly, right now our heart is filled with a lot of dirt, impurities. Examples: anger. How many of you feel angry? Yes or no? Day to day, angry. How many of us feel envious, jealous about our brother or sister or a friend or a spouse or family member or anybody? Jealousy, right? So we have these impurities. So because of these impurities, we are not able to see ourselves and we are not able to see God also. We are not able to see things as they are. Completely dust. So Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Second important benefit is it awakens the dormant love for Krishna. So it's like this. Everybody has love for Krishna within their heart. Everybody. Just like how a small child, small baby, you don't need to teach walking to a baby. How many mothers here? Did you teach walking to your baby when your kid was very small? No. How did he learn? Himself. Himself. Did you teach walking? No. So walking is there within the baby. The baby we just facilitate. Right? Similarly, love for God, love for Krishna is there within our heart. Is there within inside us. We just have to awaken it. Just like a small spark, we have to fan it. If you put a small spark and nicely fan it, what happens? It becomes a big fire. So awakens the dormant love of Krishna. This is by chanting the holy names of Krishna, you awaken the dormant love for Krishna. Liberation from samsara chakra. What is this chakra? We have heard about the chakra. What is that chakra? Birth and death. Cycle of birth and death. What did Krishna say? Jatasya hi drivo mrityu dhruvam janma mrutasya cha. Anybody who is born must be dead. Anybody who dies must be born again. So it's a cycle. It's like a cycle, like the life cycle of a butterfly. You did it in a school, right? You did it? Butterfly life cycle? Did it? It's a cycle, right? So it starts with an egg and becomes larva, and then it becomes a caterpillar, and then it becomes a butterfly. After that, butterfly again lays eggs. Cycle. Birth and death cycle. So if you want liberation from the cycle of birth and death, we must chant the names of Krishna. There's no other way other than chanting the names of Krishna. Actually, I'll tell you something very interesting. We were doing this Madhuram Madhure Bhyopi. Remember this verse, this song, right? We just did this song. Madhuram Madhure Bhyopi Mangale Bhyopi Mangalam Pavanam Pavane Bhyopi. Beautiful song. We did this song this before. The reason I'll tell you why we did this song. It's called Kevalastakam. Okay. So it's like sweet than all the sweet things. Madhuram Madhure Bhyopi. More auspicious than all the auspicious things. Pavanam Pavane Bhyopi. And purer than the most pure things is the holy names of Hari, holy names of Krishna. Hare Namaiva Kevalam. The only thing which is the best thing in the world is Hare Namaiva Kevalam. Right? See, such a beautiful song. Just look at this. That person is a true preceptor, or a true father, a true mother, a true friend, if they teach one to always remember the holy name of Sri Hari. Right? See this. It says, what a sorrow, what a great sorrow, more painful than any other misery in the world. Mistaking it as a piece of glass, people have forgotten this jewel. Holy name of Sri Hari is everything. Right? And it should be heard again and again with one's ears. It should be uttered again and again with one's voice. It should be perpetually sung and sung anew. The holy name of Krishna is everything. Let's see this. It says, Saguru Sapita Chapi Samata Bandhavo Pisa Shikshaye Sada Smartum Hare Namaiva Kevalam Aho Dukkam Adukataram Yata Kachatam Vismutam Rat Hare Namaiva Kevalam Diyatam Karno Niyatam Vacha Giyatam Nityam Hare Namaiva Kevalam. Just keep chanting, just keep hearing. Such a beautiful verse. It's not such a beautiful verse, no? So nice, so beautiful. It's saying such a beautiful. And what is sorrow? Aho dukkham, maha dukkham. What is sorrow? What is sorrow? And dukkadi dukkhamati. Everybody have forgotten this ratna. We are thinking this ratna. If you just think, if I give you a diamond, if you think that it is a small useless stone, and if you just throw it somewhere. Sometimes we keep for decoration some stones, right? So in the glass we put some pebbles. If you think that it's a pebble and if you throw a very, very expensive stone, that's very unfortunate. It's not very unfortunate. So that's the thing that's been said. So should be heard again and again with one's ears. Keep hearing. Okay, giyatam. And keep chanting. Perpetually sing anew. And there is something very interesting. So Prabhupada used to say this. If you chant the names of John, like that, you'll get bored. How many times can you chant your name? Right? So John. But if you chant Krishna, you will never get bored. You can keep on chanting Hare Krishna forever. Keep on chanting. We have been chanting for so many years also. You will not feel bored. It's always new. Means it's always new. It's always fresh. Why it is so fresh? Because abhinnatvam namanamino. No difference between the name and Krishna. Krishna and name, same. There is no difference. Liberation. Direct association of Krishna. So, we cannot see Krishna. Am I right? We can't see Krishna. We saw, right? What was that? Sutre Maniganariva. Lord Krishna is like the thread of the pearls. Pearl necklace is there, thread is there. Can you see the thread? I'm wearing some beads necklace here. Tulsi, are you able to see the thread? But what if the thread cuts? All the beads will come out. Similarly, whole universe is put together. Even our life is also put together. Our body also, if it is properly working 100%, it's behind is Paramatma Krishna. The moment Krishna leaves, everything falls apart. The doctors can't do anything. They'll put all the meters and monitors, metrics, everything. They'll try everything. Nothing will work. Finished. So that is Krishna we can't see. Paramatma you can't see. But then, simply by chanting the names of Krishna, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you can associate with Krishna directly. It is like a direct appointment with Krishna. How many of you want a direct appointment with Krishna? Please raise your hands. You want to directly having appointment with Krishna. So it is your daily appointment with Krishna. Krishna is directly with you. He's ready to spend time with you. So we just have to take time out and attentively spend time. We have to give an appointment. So Krishna is waiting for our appointment now. So that's nice. So let's go and see him. Protection from Maya. What is that Maya? What is this Maya? Kya hai Maya? What is Maya? Anybody can say what is Maya? Materialistic world. Anybody can say what is Maya? Prabhu, you want to say what is Maya?
Nothing.
Maya is nothing. Maya is anything. Okay. So Maya is something that changes everything, right? So just imagine. Let's say there is one ticket. lottery ticket. Somebody bought a lottery ticket, right? Every day he is buying lottery ticket, he's not getting, right? One day he got frustrated and he gave it to a beggar. That ticket got 10 crore rupees price, right? Now he'll go to the beggar and do anything to get that. So Maya is very strong, illusion, right? We see Maya can do anything, and suddenly somebody becomes very rich. What happens? Anything can happen. We can't predict what will happen next. Anything can happen next. Maya is so strong. Illusion, Maya. So always we should be very careful. We should be scared of Maya. Oh, what will Maya do to me today? Like that, you should be thinking. You should be scared of Maya. So how will the protection there? Protection from Maya comes from Krishna's names. By chanting the Hare Krishna Maha mantra only, we get the protection. Okay, let's see some more things. Let's see some practical aspects of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha mantra, how to chant, etc. and all we will see now. So now, first of all, what is the method of chanting? What is the proper method of chanting Hare Krishna Maha mantra? So first of all, we start with the prayers. Okay, that's called as the prayers. The prayers is Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Prabhu Nityananda.
Prabhu Nityananda,
Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara,
Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
So the proper method of chanting is, first we should start with this mantra. Okay, it's like a Shanti mantra. We start with this mantra, invocation, and after this you can chant Hare Krishna Maha mantra. And now, how to chant, where to chant, when to chant, etc. First of all, how to chant we will see. You have to attentively chant. So I'll just show you one chanting. Just tell me if that chanting is okay. Okay? I'll just show you something. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram. Is it okay? Is this okay?
No.
Not okay. That's called phone japa. Phone chanting. YouTube chanting. So sometimes some people are like eating and chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. But sometimes some people are sleeping and chanting, right? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Should you chant like that? Should you chant like that? You should not chant like that. You should chant attentively. Only one thing at a time. Only do one thing at a time. Chant or do something else. If you want to really combine something and something, then you keep it separate from your count. See, whatever count that you have, first of all you have to fix the count. You fix the rounds, these many rounds. Apart from that, if you want to do anything extra when you are doing any work also, you can chant while driving or while cooking or anything you can, but you don't count that. That can be done. Always you can chant and you can do any work, but when you are counting, keep the attentive rounds as the one for your count, right? So how do you keep a track of it? Why do you keep a track of it? The question comes. Sometimes some people ask, why do we have to keep a track of it? Why do you keep a track of it? Right? So I'll tell you a simple answer for this. Very simple answer. See, when you're doing dieting, how many of you diet? Anybody try dieting? Yes. So do you keep a count of the calories? Yes. Why do you keep a count of the calories?
If we eat more calories, then it is very difficult to burn on the same day.
It's like you get a feel of how much calories that you took for that day. Am I right? Simple thing. Similarly, let's say when you draw money from ATM, how many of you count that money?
Everyone counts.
Why are you counting? Don't count. Valuable things we count. How many of you count how many chapatis or dosa you're having? Everybody counts? How many dosa, chapati? We are right to count chapati. We are right to count dosa. We are right to count money, ATM. We are right to count everything. Why not count this? Right? So the thing is, all the acharyas, they used to do Sankhya Purvaka. There's a sloka also for the Shat Goswami prayers. that everything they used to do Sankhya Purvaka means count they will have. Even if they have to pay obeisances also, they will have a count. Today I will pay so many obeisances. Count, so that you know that you have done that, or target reached or not. How do you know? Just simply keep some blank goal that I will do whenever I want to do. You will not even do. If you have a count, you will know whether it is completed or not. Whether you always you are chanting your streak, everything you will get. So that's a proper way of chanting is you have to chant with the beats. And multiple obstacles come in the way of chanting. So when you're chanting, you feel like a lot of things will come. Different things will come. All the creative thoughts ever will start coming in your mind when you start chanting. You'll never get that kind of, it's like, very peaceful. All the wonderful ideas, all the cooking ideas, or all the business ideas, all the wonderful ideas of the world will come. Right? Who all you have to call, who all you have to talk to, everything will come. So this happens. So you have to be mindful about that, what thoughts are coming, and try to attentively hear whatever you're chanting. Just chant and attentively hear. Whatever chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Like that you're chanting and hearing, both should happen. Chanting and hearing, both are happening. So once one disciple asked Srila Prabhupada, I'm getting a lot of thoughts when chanting. What should I do? My mind is not in my control. My mind is not in my control. Prabhupada said, where is the question of mind? You're chanting with your tongue, hearing with your ears. Where is mind coming into picture? He said. That means mind should not come into picture at all. Only two things should work. Mouth and ears. That's it. Somebody asked, should I remember Krishna? Should I remember Krishna dancing with gopis? Somebody asked, no need to remember anything. No need to artificially remember anything. If you keep on chanting, over many years, automatically the pastimes of Krishna will come to your mind. Automatically with hearing it will come. You don't have to artificially remember something, impose something and chant that, okay, Krishna is there, now Krishna is walking, Krishna is taking the cows. No need of all that. There's no need of all that. You don't need to struggle so hard. Just chant and hear. Okay, now? So, we will also show you towards the end of the session with Mala and all. Let's see some quotations and then we will come to the. So some nice Prabhupada quotes. Prabhupada, right? So this movement, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, is based on this thing. The life and soul for us is chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Prabhupada said, I have achieved everything only with one thing. Chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Let's see some powerful quotes from Srila Prabhupada. This is a letter written to our Guru Maharaj, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Prabhupada is writing a letter to him. If you have got some time, the best thing would be to chant Hare Krishna more and more. Because our life is very short and we have to finish our Krishna consciousness this life very quickly. Life is very short. So whenever you get time, chant the names of Krishna. So many times it happens, okay, we are waiting in the queue in the metro, right? Or sometimes maybe you're driving, BTM traffic stuck. What will you do? Free time. You're waiting for some friend, nothing to do. Or you finished your work. Or maybe teacher finished teaching. You're having break period, nothing. You're doing nothing, chant. Maybe you're in the bus. Okay, you're in the bus. Doing, traveling. Nothing to do. You chant. Chant the names of Krishna. Let's see some more quotes, very inspirational. Our prayer of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra means addressing Radha and Krishna for being engaged in their service. What is the meaning of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Prabhupada is saying. Hare Krishna means, oh Hare, oh Radharani, oh Krishna, please engage me in your service so that I can get relief from the service of Maya. So when we are saying Hare, who is Hare in that? Hare means Radharani. Hare means Radharani. In that Hare Krishna means Radharani. If you say Hare Rama, you can think Sita Ram. Like that. See of the Lord. Got it now? So we are requesting Radharani. Oh Radharani, oh Krishna, please engage me in your service. We are requesting Krishna, please engage me in your service. Because if you are not in Krishna's service, what happens? We will be in the service of Maya. Heads and tails. right? If you have a coin, right? If you take a coin, either there is, if you put the heads, it's heads. Opposite side is tails, right? Night and day. After the sun sets, what happens? Night. When the sun rises, day. So that sunrise is Krishna. If you want to be facing in the sun, you want to be in the light, that is Krishna. When the moment we forget Krishna, what happens? The moment we forget Krishna, Japatiya Maya Tare Japatiya Dhare. What happens? Maya will immediately catch. Immediately. The moment you forget Krishna, Maya is waiting to catch. Right? So we should say, oh my Krishna, oh my Radharani, please, Krishna, please keep me in your service so that I can get relief from Maya. Now, let's see. There is no requirement that japa should be done silently and chanting should be done differently. Loudly or silently, everything is alright. Somebody asking a question. Should I chant loudly or silently? Some people ask. Should I chant like this? Or should I do it loudly? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. How do I do it? So I'll tell you one story, very interesting story. Our Guru Maharaj, Jayapatak Maharaj, he used to be chanting very loudly, very loudly. Then the brahmacharis of that ashram, they went to Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, Jayapataka Swami is chanting very loudly. We are not able to, we are getting disturbed. Then Prabhupada called him and said, why are you chanting so loudly? Then our Guru Maharaj said, Prabhupada, I read in your book that when we loudly chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, even the trees, everything gets delivered. Everything around you gets delivered. That, there's some trees outside. There may be some lizards also here. Some small flies also. No? They will also hear and they'll get delivered. You wrote in the book, I saw Nectar of Devotion. That's why I'm chanting. So Haridas Thakur is saying, chant loudly. No, that's nice. But do one thing. Go to the park or go to the forest and then chant there. Then our Guru Maharaj used to go to the forest and loudly chant there. Very loudly. Very loudly. So what happens is when you chant loudly, the benefit is, of course, not so loudly that your neighbors will come. But if you chant loudly, loud enough that you can hear, your mind at least will be in control. If you're chanting a little fast and little loudly, if you vary the little bit pace, your mind will be chanting very slowly, so many things will run inside your mind, right? So here, Prabhupada is saying there's no such requirement. Japa should be done silently and chanting should be done differently. Loudly or silently, everything is alright. There is no restriction. One thing is, we should chant very attentively. So, this is not allowed. This is not allowed. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Not allowed. Got it? That's not allowed. No inattentive chanting. Hear vibration distinctively. Right? So, let's see some of the. Must chant 16 rounds a day minimum with attention. Clearly chant the mantra. Listen very carefully. This is the recommended process for purifying the heart in the sinful age of Kali. The sinful age of Kali, the recommended process is chanting 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So 16 rounds you can chant. If you can start chanting 16 rounds for the first day, that's great. There's some people who pick up 16 rounds on day 1. I heard Amaglula Prabhu, I heard that he started, on day 1 he started 16 rounds of chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. But if you can pick it up well and good, takes 2 hours. But if you can't, at least start with 1 round of chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. How many of you chanting Hare Krishna? Can you please lift your hands? Let me see. How many of you chanting already? Okay, that's nice. How many of you want to chant? Please lift your hand. How many of you want to chant Hare Krishna Mantra? That's nice. That's good. So chant this Hare Krishna Mantra. It's very nice. So it's a very, very beautiful gift that we have got from Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And like we have seen from the Kevalastakam. Hare Nama. Hare Nama. Hare Nama iva Kevalam. Kalau. Nasteva, 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 Gatiranyatha. That means, in the Kali Yuga, the chanting of the holy names, the chanting of the holy names, the chanting of the holy names, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. 3 times has been repeated because when you say Shanti, 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 3 times means repetition. Repetition means stressing something important, stressing that. Very important, right? So there is no other way, no other way, no other way. So we will do a demonstration, Prabhu. What is the plan? So we have some japmalas here. So We can chant one round or something like that. Can we chant a little bit? What do we do? You tell us. What do we do? Can we chant around? Let's do one thing then. Takes 5 minutes. Let's all take all the everybody take japmalas with you, and I'll teach you how to chant, and we'll all chant one round together. There's 108 times. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes? No? Yes? Great. So just see this. It's a japmala. This is called the japmala, right? So inside the japmala, do you see this bead here? The topmost one? Do you see this? This is called as the Krishna bead. What is it called?
Krishna baby.
Krishna bead. So one rule is you should not cross the Krishna bead when chanting. You should not cross it like this. You should not cross. After completing one round, that is, let us say I chant from here to here. When I come to the last bead, no, you should not cross over it. What you should do? You should rotate. Got it now? Is everybody clear with that? Which is So just see one demonstration. Let us say I came here. Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. One beat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Here, last one. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Now, what am I going to do? Turn. Got it? Practice. Just do it once. Come to the last beat once. And then just turn it like this.